if you're a couple trying to conceive, then follow these steps to get pregnant fast. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is NG and I'm glad to have you here to join me to discuss the topic of today. So today we're going to be discussing a health video that is very important and you wouldn't want to miss, okay? In this video, we're going to be talking about how couples that are trying to conceive can get pregnant fast, okay? So like if you follow these steps that I'm going to discuss in this video, then it is totally going to help you. The first one here would be making sure that you and your partner are both healthy. Healthy, I mean here is that you both are free from sexually transmitted infections, or if you both have any recently diagnosed sexually transmitted infections, please make sure that it's treated very well by a certified doctor, okay? So that you wouldn't have complications arising from that infection. Because you know, some of these sexually transmitted infections can actually cause infertility. Like, for example, in the females, if you have like the pelvic inflammatory disease, okay, so which is an infection that actually affects the female reproductive tract, it can lead to tubal ovarian abscess. What do I mean by this? Like, it can cause abscess collection, that is pus, an infective process in your fallopian tube. And when you have like that condition, it's like reduces your chances of getting pregnant. So the PID, which is the pelvic inflammatory disease, can cause infertility. Then for the male, if you have a condition known as epididymoitis, which is an infection affecting the epididymis and the testes, it can actually like affect your chances of maybe getting a woman pregnant. And if you also have a condition known as varicocele, I've explained these conditions like in a previous video. Please go watch the video. So if you have the varicocele, it can actually cause infertility in the male. So just try to get healthy, keep yourself healthy, free from diseases, free from infections, and like your chances of getting pregnant would actually skyrocket. Then another thing for the males would be doing a semen analysis. So if you've actually tried to conceive and maybe you're having like some form of delay or the other, or like some form of failure rates in trying to achieve this, then I will advise that you, the male, go for a semen analysis. So in the semen analysis, it's going to like actually check the number of the sperm. It's going to check the sperm quality, the sperm motility, the morphology. What do I mean by the morphology? It's going to check like the structure of the sperm. You know, the sperm actually has a particular distinct structure. So like the particular structure of the sperm, it has a head, body, and a tail. But like sometimes we can have unhealthy sperms or abnormal sperms that wouldn't fertilize an egg because it's abnormal. So by being abnormal, your sperm, instead of having the actual body, instead of having the actual head, body, and tail, you might have like a sperm that has like two heads or two tails or no body. So like this is like a defective structure of the sperm, and such sperms can't fertilize the egg. So it's advised to do the semen analysis to check all this to be sure that you're okay. Then try as much as possible to have sex close to your ovulation. So you need to really know your menstrual cycle. You need to know your cycle length. You need to know when you're ovulating, the ovulation day, okay, your fertile window, so that you'd have like sexual intercourse like in this time frame. And when you do that, there's like 99.9% chance of you to get pregnant. The third point would be avoid smoking and drinking too much alcohol. So these are like two enemies of progress that actually contribute to failure rates in people that are trying to conceive. Actually reduce your chances of being fertile, and not just affecting fertility, but these two things that I mentioned can actually affect your overall health condition. It can predispose you to a lot of disease conditions and even cancers. So a word is said for the wise. The fourth point would be try as much as possible to maintain a healthy weight, okay? So if you're overweight or underweight, it can actually affect ovulation. That brings us down to discussing BMI, which I'm not really going to discuss in details in this video. So I've done that in a previous video, which I'm going to put up on the screen. So go and watch that to get what you need to know about the BMI. So the BMI is basically the body mass index, okay? It just assesses your body fat, your total body fat, by estimating your weight against your height. So if you have like a very high BMI, probably you're overweight or obese or you're underweight, then it can affect ovulation. And when you don't ovulate, then your chances of getting pregnant is as low as that. Speaking of BMI, that brings us to the next point, which is diet. Okay, so the diet actually plays an important role in people that are trying to conceive. So you have to maintain a healthy diet. Okay, eat foods that are rich in vitamins, vitamin B9, which is the folic acid, B6, vitamin B12 as well. So that would actually help you be healthy. Also, it's advised for females that are trying to conceive to start taking folic acid as soon as they start trying to get pregnant. And they have to keep taking this folic acid up to 12 weeks of pregnancy. So what this does is that it doesn't really increase your chances of getting pregnant, okay? I'm being honest with you, but it is going to reduce your chances of having babies that have one form of defect or the other. So it reduces the chances of having children with neural tube defect. That's a problem with the spinal cord in babies. And when you have such babies, like, they don't live up so long, and it's usually a traumatic experience for parents that have babies like that. The last point would be prayer. Yes, this is not like a gospel show or anything, but I'm a Christian and I'm going to preach. I'm going to talk about Jesus. Hallelujah. When it's time for me to preach. So prayer actually does a lot. So, but you wouldn't really leave out other important things and just focus on prayer. So they all work hand in hand. You have to do what you have to do on your own part and leave the rest to God. And definitely everything is going to work for you. So my dears, that brings us to the end of this video. If this video was okay, helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to like and comment. And I'll be seeing you in my next one. Bye.